want to move on to a couple other topics because you've been involved as the White House's best friend among Senate Republicans in a lot of ways, working with Democrats and Independent Senator Joe Lieberman on energy and climate change legislation, on closing Guantanamo and other matters. You met with President Obama on Thursday, in fact, to talk about immigration reform. After the meeting, President Obama said his commitment to the issue was unwavering, but he needs you to bring Republican votes. Can you bring Republican votes? And what's your take on his commitment being unwavering?
Well, I have worked with this administration to solve hard problems because I want to for the good of the people of the country and for the state of South Carolina. But this idea that the president's been unwavering on immigration doesn't really pass the smell test. One line in the State of the Union that was unnoticeable is not unwavering. A hastily called meeting Thursday because of a rally next weekend is not unwavering, is CYA. Unwavering is sending 2 cabinet members over to the House and the Senate 2 hours a day for 2 months with dozens of senators trying to write a bill. That's what President Bush did. President Obama has not been unwavering on immigration reform. He's pretty much ignored it because he's been consumed by health care. And there will be no way we'll be able to go to the Senate after you blow it up with risk-averse Democrats and Republicans upset to deal with something as important and controversial as immigration. Chuck Schumer has been a great partner. We're going to release a document soon about our way forward on immigration. He understands the politics and the substance. But this idea that this administration's been unwavering on immigration reform is just political spin, and the people at the rally ought to know that.
Well, the leader of the Republican charge, other than President Bush, for immigration reform last time was your dear friend Senator John McCain, who, as far as I can tell, is completely AWOL from the debate. I know he has a tough primary against a more conservative, arguably more conservative challenger there, but shouldn't, I mean, what's his commitment? It certainly doesn't look unwavering.
Well, to me, his commitment is what has always been. He's done the heavy lifting on immigration. He's been fighting the health care bill that the country dislikes and Republicans can't tolerate. He's fought the stimulus package, and he's worked with the president on the F-22. Here's my advice to the administration. I will release a document with Senator Schumer about my views on how to fix immigration. The campaign is over, you told Senator McCain. President Obama, lead. You write a health care immigration reform bill. You do the heavy lifting. You put together a comprehensive immigration reform package. You bring it to the Senate and House and see how many Democrat and Republican supporters you can get. All you've done is talk about what we should do. Now's the time to lead. Tell the people at the rally next weekend that your administration will write a comprehensive immigration reform bill. I will be glad to look at it. If I like it, I'll sign on. If I oppose it, I'll tell you where I disagree, and see how many votes you can get.
To be fair, Senator Graham, the reason that immigration reform didn't pass last time, even with you, Senator McCain, and President Bush pushing for it, was because of the Republican Party. The Republican Party seems in no mood.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
Why is that not fair?
That's not fair at all.
Even Republican members who are part of the coalition, Republican members who are part of the coalition voted against it.
I can show you 10 Democrats in the Senate today who voted against immigration reform. Tester, Baucus, Bayh, Webb.
And how many Republicans voted
plenty of bipartisan.
I mean, it was dozens of Republicans.
There are a lot of us voted for it. We got over 60 votes at one time. It fell apart because the bill was attacked from the left and the right. Senator Obama was part of the deal to create the bill. He was in the photo op. When it got to the floor, he introduced an amendment to sunset the temporary worker bill, which was a temporary worker program, which was part of the overall deal. And as you remember, my views of him were not very good at that time. He undercut the grand bargain. There's plenty of blame to go around. If you want to look forward, you got to look forward with reality. If they jam through health care, through the House, and try to use a trick or a gimmick called reconciliation, which is playing with 12 people on the field if it were a football game, you're going to have a hard time convincing Democrats or Republicans to do the hard things because you poisoned the well. There will be a price to be paid to jam a bill through the American people don't like using a sleazy process.
I'm not a crook.